Hi, everyone. This is not the right slide. Hello, everyone. Welcome to part one of what makes an essay good. In this presentation, I'll be going over the very basics of essay writing, and these basics are what I'm expecting you to be able to accomplish in your very first draft of the big essay we're working on for this class. So the goals of an essay, to begin with, are that it needs to deliver an argument for this class especially. It needs to be focused on that argument. It needs to incorporate research. It needs to be unique and genuine to the author. So, no plagiarizing basically. And you need to use appropriate grammar and prose in your writing. Essentially, we're creating a clear, focused argument, and the goal is to convince your audience of that argument. The main components of an academic essay include the introduction, the body paragraphs, and the conclusion. The introduction is one paragraph at the start of your essay. It introduces the topic that you're writing about, and it also includes a thesis statement, which is a sentence that states your argument on the topic. We'll talk about that later. There also needs to be multiple body paragraphs. Each body paragraph must elaborate on your argument in some way. It needs to have at minimum, three basic components: a topic sentence, support, and analysis. We'll also be going over that in depth later. The last paragraph of your essay is a conclusion. It needs to recap your argument and then give a sense of finality, demonstrating why your argument is relevant to the audience. So let's go a little bit more in depth. The purpose of the introduction is to familiarize your audience with your topic and then clearly state your stance on the topic. There's not one specific way to do this, but I will be giving you eventually more of a step-by-step sort of formatted how-to on this. But here's the basics. The main thing is that it needs to give a brief overview of your topic. It needs to make sure that all ideas and concepts discussed in the essay are made known to the audience. This is a good spot to provide definitions to key terms or a brief history of your topic. The second part of the introduction is that it needs to show why your topic is controversial and explain where you stand within that controversy. The very last sentence of your introduction should clearly state your stance. This sentence is known as the thesis statement. So yes, to recap, we have context, we indicate various perspectives on the topic, and then you provide your thesis statement, which is where you stand within that context. This is more about the body paragraphs. The two main goals, I think, of the body paragraphs are to elaborate on your thesis and also to provide support from your research. There are also three main parts of the body paragraphs. The first part is the topic sentence. It's the first sentence of the body paragraph. It should be a forceful statement that continues the argument stated in your thesis. It focuses the paragraph. The purpose of the rest of the paragraph is to prove your topic sentence to be true. You may need to use more than one sentence to thoroughly communicate your thoughts. It should not be a rhetorical question, a quote, a personal experience, an announcement, or anything else. It needs to state a clear argument that stems from your thesis statement. The next part is support. You want to incorporate your research to help strengthen your topic sentence. You want to find useful and relevant quotations in the articles you used to help you develop your argument and insert them into your paragraph using quotation marks. These should be short, no longer than 4 lines, but specific to your topic sentence and poignant. Additionally, the quote needs to be attributed to the author who wrote it using an in-text citation or a signal phrase. We'll also get to those things. Lastly, we need an explanation of the support. You don't want to leave your audience hanging. The last step is to explain the quote. Does any part of it need contextualizing? What is so important about it? How does it help support your topic sentence? What does it prove or indicate? How does it contribute to your overall argument, aka your thesis statement? These are all questions that you can ask yourself as you're working through writing your explanation. Lastly, we've got the conclusion, or what I call the part that everybody hates to write. Everybody's confused by it, but I kind of broke it down into two parts. The first goal is to provide a recap. So you could begin your conclusion with a brief 2 to 4 sentence summary of your essay, and then you'll want to show your relevance. So you'll want to make sure that you indicate what you want the audience to get out of reading your paper. Why is it important? This is a good place to offer solutions, explain why the audience should care, or add a human touch with a short, relevant anecdote or example. And that's it. Those are the main parts. I'll be going over each one in depth in future videos. Thank you for watching.